From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for streaming with us on this finally Friday morning. I appreciate Lauren Munn for filling in yesterday, along with you, Sawyer. I was out at Bustin' for Badges.
Well, I'm always here.
That's true. Sawyer's always here no matter what. It was the 13th annual Bustin' for Badges over for Odessa Police, Ector County Sheriff's Office, Midland Police, the Midland County Sheriff's Office, supporting them and what they do. It was a lot of fun. It was a clay shoot over at Windwalker Farms in Martin County, if you know where that is. So great venue. A lot of folks went out there, hundreds of people, in fact. All 3 days. It was Wednesday. We went on day 2 in the morning. Today is day 3. First rotation is about to get started actually out there early this morning. So it's going to be a lot of fun out there. If you do have a company who's sponsoring out there, a lot of old companies out there helping out, sponsoring, and the food was fantastic. Rudy's Barbecue, the newest spot in Midland. Let me tell you, it was very good.
I've had a lot of barbecue lately.
We have, yes, actually we have had a lot of barbecue. It was the second day in a row, in fact. You can't get enough of it for sure.
True.
Wyatt Nunn, our sports reporter, weekend sports anchor, was with myself and our team. It was him and I on shooting on our First Alert 7 News team, and we did okay. That's what we did. Wyatt's a competitive clay shooter, skeet shooter specifically, back in the day. It's been a while since he shot. I just picked up the sport this year, so I'm still learning myself. But it was a lot of fun. It was so good to see so many great people out there. A lot of law enforcement. Had scorekeepers, which was something I was not used to. Isn't that crazy? All these police officers were scorekeeping at all the stands. And I thought that was fantastic because I was telling them, it's like, well, I keep score, on our team, and we can do this work. No, they have scorekeepers out there.
So when you only got 2 clays, they marched down to...
The 2 clay. And it's interesting. So at station number 5 on all the courses they have, at each number 5, there's a bucket. They're like, we'll give you a perfect score. You give us $5.
Stop.
Kind of thing, because it raises money.
No.
And so they would give you a perfect score if you wanted to, and get drawn in for a gun, throwing your name into it for a gun.
Did you add $5, Matthew? Alvarez?
I did not.
Boo.
I did not. But I did enter raffles for another pistol. I hadn't heard a phone call, so I don't think I won the pistol. And it was a lot of fun. I did not win a shotgun. Wyatt took home a cooler.
That's fun. Cooler.
He got into the raffle that was a door prize raffle. Oh. So how cool is that? So it was just a lot of fun over at Windwalker Farms. We appreciate them, by the way. Wyatt actually rented a gun from them.
Nice.
So it was just a great time for everyone involved. So many smiling faces, so many great people out there. Chief Gerke was out there as well, from what I saw. Corporal Steve LeSueur, president of the organization who puts it together. And they did such a great job, and we really had a great time out there. And if you are heading out there, maybe someone's calling you, hey, we got an opening on our team, take the opportunity. That's kind of what happened to me when I first got into it. I was called by...
It's funny because you became the leader.
Exactly. I became team leader. On my first shoot, that's what happened to me. An old company called me, someone I'd met, and asked me to play on their team. And I said, that's when I first started.
Interesting.
So shout out Kathy Carpenter. We appreciate you.
Well, while you're slacking this morning... Belinda says, good morning, Sawyer
I don't have
and
my phone
Matthew.
open.
And then Ina says, good morning. So good morning and thank you for
joining
us
yes,
on
I
this
am
finally
slacking.
Friday. We have 17 viewers right now on Facebook.
Awesome.
Matthew. Wonderful.
I apologize for my spiel on that. I just
it was a great
time.
Spiel, and it's a very
great.
Good event.
It's such a fun event.
I think it's one of the top fundraising law enforcement
Absolutely.
fundraisers in the country.
In the country.
So, and it's a 3-day event. Like you said, there is more going on today, starting in just a little bit. Pack those boots, pack that coat, pack that, well, probably not umbrella, but shooting in the rain can be kind of an issue.
That's true. I've been running over the top story of the morning, and that is rain. As we look live outside this morning, I want to take a look over on our iCam. It is wet outside.
Yes, that is the Odessa iCam on the Chase Bank building here in Odessa, looking down Grandview, right at 42nd. And yes, the roads are wet this morning. Not a ton of activity out there, though, right now, which is kind of odd. At
very interesting. Yeah, it's usually packed busy. Maybe there's a light hold.
Do you see ISD have school today? As far as you know, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it looks rather dead out there.
Now I'm going to check. I'm like, wait.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. Let's head to Andrews as well, where it is rather wet this morning because it's been raining, especially across the northern Permian Basin, pretty decently all morning. So yeah, people are just staying home today, and I don't blame them.
Hold up. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they do. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to yell that out loud. That was supposed to be in my brain.
Well, there's a school bus in Andrews, so they got school.
All right, y'all. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Have a good day at school today.
That was wonderful. Thank you for that.
I'm sorry. That was
great.
it just seemed appropriate. It seemed appropriate.
Now we're gonna head to Pecos, where it is also raining.
That curve scares me.
They have picked up 1/100th of an inch of rain so far. So we are seeing our rain increasing because they hadn't seen really anything, at least when we started our day. So they have picked up some rain, and just kind of looking to progress as we head through this morning. So I'll get to that in a little bit here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. But now we do want to get, make sure to take us with you wherever you go. Download the First Alert 7 apps on your phone, connected TV devices, or tablet. Make sure to take us to the grocery store, school, whether you're a teacher, student. Don't watch us in school if you're a student, but watch us on the bus.
Yeah, no phones allowed,
because you definitely want to know what the forecast is for today and really this weekend as well. You can download that in the Google Play Store, Apple Store as well. And watch us on our First Alert 7 Facebook page and YouTube channel. If you are watching us on Facebook, please let us know where you're watching from, what your plans are for this dreary day. I know once I get off, I have some things to do, but after that, I'm going to snuggle up with my dog and watch some movies.
Isn't that this kind of weather? I mean, this is perfect weather
It's
for
the best weather. It's cool. It's, it's gloomy, dreary. I called it dreary during Wake Up West Texas, so...
Which is a great adjective for it, I believe. Yes. Just a good type of weather. And you mentioned we're already pretty much at our high temperature. The way it feels outside right now is what you're going to get pretty much all day long.
Yes.
All right. Let's turn now to West Texas Weighs In. While you're here with us, we want you to weigh in on this trivia question here. Ben Platt played Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen. That's a Broadway production we were talking about earlier. We'll get to that in just a moment. And the film, what other role is he known for? I don't know who Ben Platt is. I'm going to look him up. Ben Platt. Would that give the answer if I look him up?
Probably.
It will? Okay.
Yes. Here, I will find a picture of Ben Platt.
Yes, if you show me a picture of him, that way I know who I'm talking about. The voice of Kristoff in Frozen. I do know that one. Jamie, let me look on the website. Sorry, my vision's not doing too well lately. I'm going to have to go get my eyes checked at some point. I've noticed I cannot read very far. And that's not good if you have a teleprompter.
This is Ben Platt in Dear Evan Hansen.
He looks familiar. Let me see. Jamie Willerstein in The Last 5 Years. I don't know what that is. Benji in Pitch Perfect. I don't know what that is. And Josh in Isn't It Romantic. I don't know what that is. Let me know if you know what any of these are. I do know the Frozen one just because I went to Disney on Ice and looked up the characters afterwards.
So you know who plays?
No, I don't. I just know the character.
Oh, well, so then, okay.
So I'm going to go with that because I truly don't know. So I'm going with the voice of Kristoff in Frozen. Let me know what you think the answer is.
I will not be answering this right now because I know the answer. I love Ben Platt. He's a Broadway Nepo baby. And yes, so I actually gave this trivia question to our producer. So I will not be answering, at least now, until we get more votes on it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give it away.
Sounds good. Go to firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code. Sawyer will let us know what the answer is. Coming up in a little less than an hour, about 8 a.m.
Yes.
Now let's turn to our polls of the morning. We're going to be talking Finally Friday. In your opinion, what is the best way to spend a Friday? You can base it on the weather today, like we just talked about, or just your typical Fridays. And so to spend a Friday, none of my options are here, so I'm going to pick other. Let us know.
What is your other?
It depends, but lately it's been getting stuff done that I need to get done. Errands. Getting stuff done, because normally I have other stuff going on during the rest of the week. Today I have an appointment and other things, but Fridays are either going to be range day, practicing with the shotgun, or getting errands done.
I chose movie and show marathon. I watch stuff throughout the week, but usually it's not like sitting down and actually like watching it. Plus I like to try and get stuff done throughout the week.
Right.
So on Friday, I usually watch a movie or two. I'm finishing Ella Enchanted right now. I literally have like 10 minutes left. I'm annoyed. So I have to finish that, but I'll finish that tonight and then probably put on Pirates of the Caribbean because this definitely feels like Pirates weather to me. Or I might watch like Haunted Mansion, like a Halloween movie.
Haunted Mansion, that's a good one.
Have you watched the new one?
No, I've not.
The new one's really good.
Okay,
I honestly like it
out.
better than the Eddie Murphy one.
I would say that's the one I know very well is Eddie Murphy.
This one's a little bit more...
Is it like technically
it's
better?
more like canon to the story of the Haunted Mansion ride. And I like it a little bit more.
Okay. The newer one. Okay.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Let us know what you're doing tonight on this Friday. Maybe you've got a movie or show to catch. Game night, reading, going to a fun event, dining and drinks, partying. Let us know what you're going to be doing because we want to know too. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe you've gone out to Bustin for badges. So that was something you're doing today. Let us know. Let's go to our next poll question this morning, which is, and I quote, in your opinion, which of the following is worse to lose? Your phone, your keys, wallet, or purse, your charger, toothbrush, other? Let us know. The worst to lose, it's got to be between phone and wallet for me. Or keys, I guess, too. Those are all devastating if I lose them.
I don't know.
I've never lost any of them, by the way.
I've never lost anything.
No, me neither. I'm very good about keeping up with stuff.
At least of this capacity.
So what would be worse? Probably my wallet. Because my phone, I have two, so it should be fine. I lose both. I have my watch. It has service too. I lose that too. Who's making these rules? Am I just the most irresponsible person on earth? Okay, then. Well, still, I would go with wallet because it has a lot of stuff in it. Don't take that as a lot of money. The way I said that sounded weird. It does not have a lot of money in it. You'd be very sorely disappointed with it. But it would be, can you imagine the work of going through the credit cards and the debit cards?
It's just kind of like the implications of it, because okay, I've never technically lost my wallet/purse, but when I went to go visit my niece and nephew in August, we went to an amusement park, and my purse/wallet was in their
I remember that.
stroller, my niece's stroller.
That's right.
And it fell out when we hit a bump, and so then I panicked because I was like, where'd it go?
Your life is in there.
And well, honestly, I didn't even think of this, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I do like to freak out about things. But my mom was like, "You're stuck in a different state. How would you have gotten home if you didn't find your wallet? Because you need your license to fly and blah blah." And I was like, didn't even cross my mind. I was like, I'm glad that it didn't, because I would have been panicking even more.
It would have been worse, yeah.
I was more annoyed, honestly, that it was missing, because I was like, I literally just bought the purse at the park, because it's
one of those.
It was a waterproof small bag. It's very convenient, actually. But yeah, I had literally just bought it. I was like, where'd it go? And then luckily Oklahoma is nice, and somebody turned it into, or a worker found it and turned it into
lost and found.
Lost and found. But yes, my mom was like, you wouldn't have been able to get home, and I was like, girl,
didn't even
think about that, quite honestly. So
you were focused on getting it back.
Yeah, and
okay.
I don't know if my car keys were in it too. I don't think I had my car keys in it. I think I left my car keys at the hotel that day. But I was because of course I had my driven to the airport, so I had my keys when I was on vacation, and I was like, oh, toothbrush, interesting.
To me, it's not. I mean, toothbrush. When I travel, I do not bring my home toothbrush. That's a very nice toothbrush.
I was gonna say, I literally just buy
a cheapie, right?
Cheap toothbrushes from the dollar
Just
store.
something to get it clean.
Because then I can take it with me, brand new, use it on the trip, throw it away before I leave.
Yeah.
Because then I don't have a wet, soggy toothbrush in my in my bag.
Yeah.
Which I guess would kind of suck, because what if you got stuck anyway? But
just buy another one.
I was gonna say you could buy one at the airport for $5, but still.
Yeah, toothbrush means nothing at all, essentially. Charger, I can make it work. These days, that's not as big of an issue as it used to be, because I remember even when I first started at this job, that batteries were still not great at the time. And I remember that being a problem. Belinda's going to go with wallet, which is, same sentiment. She's never lost one, though. She said same as never lost. Mary's weighing in this morning on her today. She's saying, good morning. It's a rainy day. I'm excited today. My first boy is walking his elementary school hallways for the last day before he graduates.
Oh, that's so fun. We never got to do that when we were in high school, but I love that tradition. It's very nice that the high schools around here do that.
Inspirational, and I think that's wonderful. I saw a post from one of my old teachers. Crockett Middle School is doing something similar, where the seniors are being asked to come see the junior high students, and so I think that's wonderful. I remember something like that happening in elementary school. I'm trying to pin it down if that was maybe band members or probably athletes and band members, and it was just so cool seeing the guys come in. Belinda says it's Friday, raining, staying home, baking, and watching movies.
Ooh, what are you baking, Belinda?
Yeah, Belinda, what are you baking? Just curious.
Do you want to share? No, I'm kidding.
Well, let us know. And our next poll question now, here is on firstalert7.com/vote. Who is the most likely to successfully climb Mount Everest? She is not on this list.
I was going to say she's not on here, but we actually have somebody at First Alert 7 that is trying to climb Mount Everest in 2020?
7 or 8. Yeah. Next year or the year after.
Yeah.
And she's been training and working hard. She's in good shape. She's getting ready for it. she is not on this list. Shout out to Katie behind the scenes.
Yes.
But out of us, don't pick me.
I don't know if anybody would.
No, generally no.
Out of us, none of us.
I'm just going to put Sawyer because she's an outdoors woman. Sorry, I have to pick you because we have to pick somebody.
I mean, we realistically don't have to.
I guess we don't have to just leave everything at 0. There we go. That's more like it. And the winner has to go then. Yes, we have to fund that trip.
I don't know if I would want to do it, but I would go. I think it would be cool to like go to base camp at least.
At least base camp,
Yeah.
which I can't even imagine just getting to there in Nepal. Belinda's making cookies and peach cobbler.
Yum. Peach cobbler, fire.
Love peach cobbler,
I love
especially with some
cobbler.
barbecue.
Yum.
Okay. Well, that was fun, everybody. Those are our poll questions of the morning. FirstAlert7.com/vote. Comment below, and we're going to be touching on those throughout the show. And again, check out our trivia question as well. Thanks so much for all streaming with us this morning. Good to have each and every one of you, from Mary to Belinda and all the others as well. Starting off this Friday morning on a good note. Coming up next, we're going to be discussing today in weather history and a few stories that we want to discuss this morning. Next on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
From May 1st to May 3rd of 2013, an extraordinarily late-season snowstorm swept across areas from Arkansas to Minnesota, setting multiple state May snowfall records. The storm produced very heavy snow with rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, quickly covering roads and making travel slick and dangerous, even though the ground had been warm before the storm arrived. Southeastern Minnesota saw the most incredible snow totals. Dodge Center recorded 15.4 inches in 24 hours, setting a new official Minnesota record for 24-hour May snowfall. Near Ellendale, 17.3 inches fell, establishing a new state record for 3-day snowfall in May. Further south, parts of northern Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma saw their first May snow in recorded history. For many communities across these states, it was a storm that looked more like the heart of winter instead of the start of May.
Good to have you with us on this Friday morning. We're starting off a bit dreary outside this morning. Rainfall continuing to fall across the area.
Yeah, we actually did just have a flash flood warning issued for the Mentone area. Not sure of those exact details because I'm sitting over here and I can't finagle things. But there is a flash flood warning here. I guess I can actually do that on my phone.
Okay.
Duh.
That's true.
Use your brain, Sawyer.
We have technology.
All right, here we go. Flash flood warning in effect for northeastern Culberson County, Reeves County, and Loving County until 10:30 Central. Between a ½ inch and an inch of rain has fallen. So that includes like the Orla area, Mentone. Mostly Mentone is kind of under the bulk of that rainfall so far. But that's the rain off to our west that is looking to reach our area by about, I'd say like 8:30, 9-ish, give or take.
Mid-morning.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be ready for it. If you're heading out to work at that time, keep in mind that. And we always say it, turn around, don't drown.
Yes, always.
This morning, we got a sneak peek of a special performance happening at Midland Community Theater of a very renowned production.
Yeah, Dear Evan Hansen is a Broadway production that the Midland Community Theater is putting on right now. The final week of performances is this week, and Sunday is the final day of performances. So take a look at what Lauren got to kind of experience and talk about earlier on Wake Up West Texas.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, we've made it on set here for Dear Evan Hansen at Midland Community Theater. I'm joined now with director Emma Evanson. Emma, can you talk to me about the set design and the video wall behind us?
Yes. So our set was designed by one of our in-house scenic designers, Brianna Hauser, and we have a insane LED wall. We're one of the only community theaters in the nation to have this, and it's crazy. There's actually 5 full panels. We only have our main one on, but we have 2 on each side as well that we utilize for the show. And so we've been able to create a really seamless design with this show being so involved in digital media, with having physical scenic elements as well as our digital ones.
And there's several different backgrounds that kind of play throughout the show. Let's try and get a closer look up of that set design. Right now, we're looking at a school. Can you tell me about the importance of this backdrop for the show?
Yeah, so we spent a lot of time in our school and centering around our school set in Dear Evan Hansen. So this comes in quite a few times, and this locker piece over here on the left actually doubles as one of our other set pieces. So on the other side is one of our dining rooms.
And we'll get a full look of that set design of everything kind of behind the scenes coming up in just a few minutes. Emma, before we go on this segment, can you tell me a little bit about this show and why people should come out and see it?
Yes, so Dear Evan Hansen is a Tony Award-winning musical surrounding a high school teenage boy who's struggling with a lot of things that a lot of other kids struggle with regarding mental health, fitting in, how to just be a teenager, and kind of the world he gets wrapped up in when another student at his school ends up passing.
And it's a play with a lot of heavy feelings, but it's also got it's a great cast.
Yes.
You guys have a great group. I'm very excited to see it. You guys are going until, when's your end date?
We end May 10th.
All right, so you got to go get your tickets. And don't forget, Sunday is Pay What You Can Day. Pay as little as $1 to see some amazing local talent. Matthew, we're going to get more looks at Dear Evan Hansen coming up in just a few minutes. I'll go ahead and send it back to you guys in studio.
So cool. Their technology's awesome there. Their LED wall.
I love that.
Pretty cool, and allows them to have that flexibility for the production as well. So we'll have more coverage from Lauren Munn from Wake Up West Texas a little bit earlier, a little bit later. In the meantime, though, time for a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update. We've got a lot going on in the way of weather, but also check out your news headlines as well. We'll also have more Wake Up West Texas in just a moment. Extra. We'll be back.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Time now is 7:26 on this finally Friday morning. Good to have you with us here on First Alert 7. Hope your day's off to a great start, and I hope you have your umbrella. Meteorologist Sawyer McElroy is tracking the rainfall outside. Sawyer, good morning.
Yeah, definitely want to grab those umbrellas. I even grabbed my rain boots this morning. Here's a look at that live radar as we continue to see rain showers filtering in across the region and even some thunderstorms as well. A flash flood warning was just issued until 10 a.m. for Culberson, Loving, and Reeves counties. This does include Mentone because of rainfall that has fallen out there. And here's a look at our observed rainfall across the region. Sadly, we don't have that area on our map, but anywhere from about 1/100th of an inch to over ½ inch across portions of southeast Mexico and near that ½ inch for portions of the northern Permian Basin. Just some good old sub-severe thunderstorms today, and we do have a flood watch in effect through 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Central Time this afternoon. Here's a look at those temperatures sitting in the 50s, 60s, and even a few 70s with winds anywhere from being calm to about 20 miles per hour and wind gusts as well. We are going to see those temperatures not really varying too much, at least across the Permian Basin today, ranging anywhere from the 50s to the 80s. 57 for Midland and Odessa, 63 for Pecos, 65 for Fort Stockton, 82 for Presidio. Those winds anywhere from about 10 to 25 miles per hour. Here's a look at what to expect tonight. Partly cloudy and breezy, lows into the 30s, 40s, and 50s, so chilly heading into Saturday morning with breezy conditions, especially before midnight. Here's a look at our First Alert 7 10-day forecast. 67 coming up for our Saturday, 73 on Sunday. So still cool, but we are going to see dry conditions both of those days for those temperatures to warm back up into the 80s as we head into the start of next week.
Let's turn now to news in the community, where yesterday the Odessa Chamber of Commerce honored local business leaders for their contributions to the community's growth and prosperity. Now in its 36th year, the annual award ceremony recognized this year's Entrepreneur of the Year, Ravi Shakamuri, CEO of Star Tech Group. His company works closely with public education using technology to help students become economically independent in a rapidly evolving job market.
Wanting to do something meaningful in life is one thing, and able to get the support of the community and the chamber to do that is something else completely. So I'm absolutely thrilled to live what you call living the dream.
The Odessa Chamber of Commerce says the award celebrates the vital role small businesses play in the local economy and honors leaders who may have had lasting impacts on the community. For the latest news, log on anytime to FirstAlert7.com. Join us over on Wake Up West Texas Extra, streaming live right now on the First Alert 7 Facebook page, YouTube channel, our news app, and website, FirstAlert7.com. In the meantime, we'll see you right back here in half an hour. Keep it here on First Alert 7.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
On a Friday morning, good to have you with us. Finally Friday, wrapping up the work week on an interesting note in the way of weather, as we just saw. There is a possibility of some localized flooding and heavy downpours in some locations. If you're under one of those, consider yourself lucky, but also turn around, don't drown.
Well, the good news is we should see that coverage expanding within the next few hours or so. So, rainfall here in Odessa has been kind of on the slower end for now, but should see that coverage increasing over the next few hours. So, looking forward to it, but also not looking forward to it because we know it's going to flood out here.
It does. That's true, especially with such a dry ground.
Yes.
Ella is here with us. Ella, good morning to you.
Good
to have you with us
morning.
this morning. We're discussing, of course, the big community theater production, Midland Community Theater production of Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes, I love Dear Evan Hansen. It is a show that is odd if you kind of like step back and look at it, but it is very good. So definitely go out there to Midland Community Theater and watch it this weekend, or as we head throughout today and this weekend. Lauren Munt was there getting an exclusive look at kind of their set, how the production goes earlier on Wake Up West Texas, and here's a look at what she discovered and was able to look at there earlier this morning.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, that's right. We're here on stage again with director Emma Evanson. Another look at the video wall, a different kind of look. Emma, can you talk to me a little bit about what the significance of this is?
So this is our Evan's mom having a phone call with Evan. So we have our own little digital phone pulled up, and you'll actually see it say like, Mom, incoming call from mom, call accepted, this is the phone call, and then it ends. So we've been able to have a lot of fun with our digital wall and the digital elements of this show.
Talk to me a little bit more about those digital elements of the show. It's very social media heavy, very phone heavy. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the writers, Passing and Paul, actually went as far as saying that social media is the 9th character of this show. And so that's been really exciting to play with the content of this show. Social media is so involved in our current society, and especially when the show came out in 2016 and it was really starting to become a thing that we were growing up with. These kids nowadays don't know how not to grow up with social media. It's so ingrained, and there's so many pros, but there's also so many cons, and we kind of see both elements in this show of like the positivity and community that can come from social media, but also how fast it can turn on people and become a negative thing.
And this show, like you said, covers all of those topics and covers a lot of other heavy topics as well. You guys have a lot of great resources outside of the actual theater. Can you talk to me about what went into the decision to have those resources outside?
Yeah, so with being a community theater, we really feel like it's our job to create and provide art that is both entertaining and also educational. And we've been able to partner with so many great resources in Midland and in the Permian Basin to be accessible for our community and for people seeing the show.
All right, thank you, Emma. We've got one last look at Dear Evan Hansen here at Midland Community Theater coming up in just a few minutes. You're not going to want to miss it. Matthew, back to you guys.
Let's turn now to your consumer news. If your streaming and subscription bills feel like you're really getting out of control, almost to the level of before you cut the cord, you're not imagining it. A new report out from LendingTree finds that you are likely paying hundreds of dollars a month.
In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Rachel DePompa finds simple ways that you can cut that monthly total.
A new report from LendingTree finds subscribing to 15 popular services now adds up to about $237 a month. That's up nearly 50% since 2020. Matt Schultz with LendingTree says even when you factor in inflation, it's still 20% higher. From streaming movies and music to cloud services, the price of all those subscriptions we all loved just keep rising.
It is important to understand what you're paying, but also to consider what you're actually using, because we don't all use all of the services that we subscribe to all the time. And one of the good things is that generally speaking, most of these services are pretty easy to cancel.
Schultz says the most surprising thing in their report was just how close an eye people are keeping on the costs. 50% of those surveyed said they look at those costs each month. He says he just did this, downloaded spreadsheets from his credit card and checking accounts and sorted them by recurring costs.
And you can look and see exactly how much you're paying for various services and consider whether you even need those anymore.
Schultz says taking this simple step could lead you to some eye-opening costs and help you make some decisions on whether you need to cancel anything. With this watching your wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Extra.
What was that about?
You keep doing
I know,
that.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to throw you let you
I did
go
it
off by yourself.
yesterday, and Lauren.
Oh, you scared me. I actually forgot about that already. Did Lauren you did it yesterday?
I
too?
did it yesterday, and Lauren was very confused.
No, it was a little. It scared me a little. I forgot it. That was 2 days ago. I did that. Yeah, it's a new thing, by the way. Just
Monday,
to
Tuesday, and Wednesday.
snap you out of everything. Yeah.
Yes, make sure you're still awake and watching.
And
us.
watching, that's right. This morning, we're continuing to talk about the production of Dear Evan Hansen going on at Midland Community Theater, featuring a lot of local talent. And it's a renowned play that is from Broadway.
Yes, it is a show about Evan Hansen. And he is a high school student. He has anxiety, depression, all those fun things. And it's basic. I don't want to get too much into it. It's a very complicated
You don't want to
story.
spoil it, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I don't want to spoil it. So make sure to head out to Midland Community Theater and go see that, because yes, it is fun that a lot of local talent is in it. And I was telling Matthew during our show that the rights to do it at like a community theater or school or something were just released in December.
Wow.
Because with shows, you can't just say, "Oh, I want to do
Lion King. Or
Hamilton," and Hamilton's not released. I mean, you can, but will get sued by the mouse with Hamilton. So yes, the rights for that were just released a couple of months ago. So that's very fun that they're doing it. Also, Come From Away is another show that Midland Community Theater will be doing this year.
Oh.
Those rights were also just released. So very, very interesting that they are doing
On top of it.
these new shows that are available.
Pretty cool. First Alert 7's Lauren Munn got a sneak peek of the show at Midland Community Theater early this morning. Here's a look back at her coverage from a bit earlier.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, we've been talking about Dear Evan Hansen all morning long. A fantastic show. I'm here with director Emma Evanson. Emma, talk to me, just to give me a quick synopsis of the play and why people should come and see it.
So Dear Evan Hansen is about a teenage boy who is dealing with a lot of things that teenagers are dealing with nowadays, mental health issues, pressure of social media, just trying to connect and everything that goes with that. It does have some adult themes that we advise our viewers to look at before, and all of that information is available on our website, but it really is a beautiful show about connection and belonging, so we really hope everyone gets to come see it.
And you've still got a couple more weeks to come and see Dear Evan Hansen, but if you just so happen to miss it, although you shouldn't, you should come by and see it. If you do miss it though, there's plenty of shows happening this year at Midland Community Theater. Can you walk me through some of those next upcoming shows that you guys are already working on?
Yes, we have auditions for Little Women coming up. So Little Women opens July 9th and runs through the 19th. That's one of our Pickwick productions that we're really excited about. But of course, we can't miss Summer Mummers. Tickets are available now, and it runs June through August.
A West Texas classic, always. Summer Mummers, you can't miss it. If you haven't gone yet, you absolutely have to. I mean, it's good theater and throwing popcorn at your friends. So why would,
What else
or maybe
can you
not
ask
your
for?
friends. Maybe don't bring your friends and throw popcorn at someone you don't like. That works. It'd be pretty good.
All
there.
our options.
All our options to come. Don't throw popcorn here at Dear Evan Hansen though, but it is a fantastic show. You're not going to want to miss it. All of that information can be found up on our website, firstalert7.com, for tickets in there. And thank you so much for joining us, Emma.
Thanks for having
all
us.
morning long. We've had a great time. Like I said, more information up on our website, firstalert7.com. For now, we'll go ahead and send it back to you guys in studio. Matthew.
A lot of fun there at Midland Community Theater with a lot of great talent there. They have technology as well, big LED screen we saw a bit earlier. So be sure and head on out, support your local theater, including Midland Community Theater and their production coming up this weekend for Dear Evan Hansen.
Speaking of, let's
Yes.
get to our trivia question of the hour.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, Ben Platt played Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen in both Broadway and on film. What other role is he known for? The voice of Kristoff in Frozen,
That's what I went with.
which is, I chose this question and these choices.
Options.
But I feel like that's hard because it is an animated voice. Jamie Wellerstein in The Last 5 Years, Benji in Pitch Perfect, or Josh in Isn't It Romantic? 50-50 say the voice of Kristoff or Josh in Isn't It Romantic. I have not voted yet.
I hope the right one's on the board at least. And so Sawyer will let us know
Well,
very soon, actually.
Yes, I will let you all know very soon. I know the answer. So I will not be voting.
And what's his name? Ben Platt and Platt?
Don't Google it. It will give you the answer.
Oh, no, I'm not going to. I promise.
Yes, Ben Platt. He is a Broadway Nepo baby.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Yes.
Very excited to hear what the answer is. Coming up very soon, about 15 minutes. Now to our poll questions of the morning on firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code. It is finally Friday. In your opinion, what is the best way to spend Friday? That's really kind of died off. We used to have in our newscast, not that anyone at home cares, but our news rundowns on Friday were all Friday.
Were they? Oh,
Back when.
we should fix that.
Way back when. Movie, show, or marathon? Marathon, excuse me. Not the
Not
town.
you, West Texasing.
Sorry.
Marathon.
Marathon. Game night, reading, going to a fun event, dining and drinks, other, let us know. You know what? I went to a fun event on a Friday. I hosted a concert over at the venue at Live Oak. It was with Mickey and the Motor Cars, Bree Bagwell, awesome Texas country music, Red Dirt. And they were fantastic. And what a great time it was to go in and spend some time, because I don't normally go out necessarily on a Friday, and it was a lot of fun to do so. So maybe that's something you want to consider, is
Speaking
enjoying
of,
that.
Lauren Munt is hosting / emceeing the event there tonight at Live Oak for, I don't know, but it is another artist.
Pecos on the
country artist.
Rooftops.
Nope, that was last week.
Oh, that was last week. Excuse me.
I want to say Kyle something.
Okay, let me
Don't
check.
quote
The
me on that.
venue at Live Oak. That's what we have. The venue at Live Oak's website, which is venueatliveoak.com, to check, which you brought up a good point that Lauren is going to go out there this evening.
She is emceeing.
May need
Hopefully.
to keep your shoes dry.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the weather. It should be done raining by then, but
That's
with
good.
the amount of rain that we're seeing today, it's going to be muddy. It is an outdoor venue, so.
Colby Cooper.
Colby. I
All
said
right. You Kyle. Colby
enough.
Cooper. So if you're interested in going to hear Colby Cooper, you can go to Venue at Live Oak's website and get that. It's 8 p.m. Doors open at 7 o'clock. He is from East Texas. That's going to be really, really cool. Made his Grand Ole Opry debut.
Ooh.
He's
That's
a
fun.
rising star for sure. That's really cool to see. All right. Well, again, that's this evening. But yes, download the First Alert 7 weather app. That way you're up to date. And it says here, yes, clear bag policy. So there you go. All right. In the meantime, though, let us know what you're going to be doing on this Friday. And let's go to our other poll question of the morning, which is, in your opinion, which of the following is worse to lose? Your phone, your keys, wallet or purse, your charger, toothbrush, other? Let us know. I mean, and other can also spread. I'm thinking of like if you were back, before they had digital tickets, if you had like a concert ticket, you lost that ticket. I can't even imagine. But, the typical day-to-day things is what we're talking about here. A laptop could be looped into this, an iPad. I'm thinking of some of our folks here over the years. Their microphones that are needed for interviews have been left before.
Oh, okay.
Lights. I've left a tripod myself. Had to go back and get it.
You left
One
yourself?
time, I've left myself, sure, too. One time, I'm going to share this story. I don't think I've ever shared this story. This was now safely in the realm of 9 to 10 years ago, so we should be fine to share now. We had gone to Dallas for an event. I'm sharing a story from, I believe it was one of our anchors at the time, and reporters.
Okay.
Long gone.
Okay.
And our photographer. They'd both gone to Dallas to cover a story, along with a group of other people. Well, they left their tripod in Dallas once they came home. They fully left their tripod in Dallas. They were already in Weatherford, if you're familiar, out of I-20, so that's an hour or so away. They were roughly an hour away heading west on I-20 when they realized. Luckily...
I mean, it's not great. However,
No.
a tripod at least is not a camera.
Right, exactly. But luckily, one of the guys that had seen it, it was part of the group they had gone with to cover, brought it and
that's
had
nice.
it. So
That's good.
It just reminds me of that, those small things matter. SD cards, that's what we record video onto.
Yeah, those are
I
very
have done that within the last 5 years, and I had to shoot a story on my phone, an interview on my phone. Luckily our technology has improved, so we're able to do that, but it's not always the best. But
You know what has happened
Just
to
sharing
me?
stories.
I don't film too much out here, but back in Minnesota, I would help out, especially with like live shots. And a couple of times we would grab the pack for the live shots, and the cord to plug the pack into the camera wasn't in there, and we'd get out
oh,
to the location, and the cord's not
the
in
SDI it wasn't attached.
there. No.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, because it should be. There's
Just
no
left
reason
on,
it
yeah,
shouldn't
be attached to it. Yeah.
But it wasn't there, and it wasn't in the bag.
Wow.
And we would get out to location and be like, well, no
That
live
happened
shot
more than
for
once?
us. Twice.
Twice, okay. I remember the first time. It's fine. I don't even want to share the story. It's fine. I was just thinking of the first time I didn't take our backpack. It's a live backpack. It makes us, broadcast live images back to the TV. I went out to a scene. I was scheduled to be a photographer for that reporter. I was still doing photography at the time, and I didn't even bring it.
Oh.
Didn't even bring it.
No,
And
we
so-
had the TVU. We just didn't have the cord to plug it into
The cord, I see.
the
That's the live
live-
box we're
yes.
talking about.
So,
So
anyway.
okay, pretty interesting stuff there. That would be devastating to lose it for us at work. But I'm curious what you think would be the most devastating to lose: your wallet, phone, keys, toothbrush, charger, other. Let us know what it is by commenting or going to firstalert7.com/vote and scanning the QR code as well. Our next poll question of the morning is: who is the most likely to be successful at climbing Mount Everest? None of the people on this board.
No, Matthew and I just chose me because we couldn't leave it at
Yeah,
zero.
we just
We
pick somebody.
don't. We did mention earlier that
What?
Jacob's athletic.
no,
He's too.
Brandenburg?
Yeah, no, I don't think
no. Sorry,
I
Jacob,
know.
we're watching. We don't have faith in you. We do have somebody here that is training to do this, though. So
Yes, that's who I have faith in. I think that's not a problem.
No.
But no, it ain't going to be any of these people on this list. I'll tell you that.
I
right
will
now.
ride the Mount Everest ride at Walt Disney World. multiple times.
I'll
I
do
did
that,
it
yeah.
13 times in a row the last time I went.
Jeez.
I went at Park Open and there was no line and I literally walked on, walked off, walked on, walked off, did 13 times. And I would have kept going. However, there was a 10-minute wait and I didn't want to wait.
You're like that guy.
Even though I don't even think it was 10 minutes, but.
The one guy who like 1,000, yeah, he rode like one ride 1,000 times.
Oh, the Cars ride?
Yes.
Radiator Springs Racer?
Which is going away, right?
No.
Oh, it's not. I'm sorry. I thought they were replacing Cars with something else.
No.
I thought I had read that somewhere.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That opened in like 2015,
Oh, okay. I must be thinking of something else.
2016. It's not terribly old.
Within the last decade or
Yeah,
so?
They would not. They would not get rid of
Oh,
that.
maybe that.
No.
Maybe it was one of those. I swear I thought it was Cars.
They're getting rid of Tom Sawyer's Island
Not Tom Sawyer. All right.
for cars, but anyway.
Well, go to firstalert7.com/vote. Scan the QR code. You can always weigh in as well. And a reminder to take us with you wherever you go. Start your mornings on your TV from 5 to 7 a.m. on Wake Up West Texas, and then from 7 to 9 right here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. You can watch us on your connected TV, phone, or tablet. Of course, the app is completely free of charge in the Apple App Store, Google Play, but also you can find us on your Roku, Fire TV device, and Apple TV as well. As we take a live look outside of this rainy Friday, we do have some flooding going on in portions of the area. Big Spring, though, looking kind of gloomy out there. Beautiful start to this Friday morning for sure. We love this kind of weather, especially in West Texas, because it is seldom that it comes through the area. It is beautiful outside.
It is nice. I love it. It's a little bit dreary, but I'm not complaining. You know, it's a little bit cooler. Matthew joked yesterday that I'm going to go stand out and feel the rain on my skin. As
I was talking to a lot of folks out there yesterday, and all West Texans love rainy days. All of them. I mean, we all were so grateful for the rain, the drizzle out there, the cloud cover, because we're all outside. There's not a whole lot of cover, and it was awesome outside yesterday to go shoot some clays over at Bustin' for Badges, the 13th annual event being held right now at Windwalker Farms out in Martin County. They're about to get started on their first rotation of the morning. If you have a company that's going out, there's a lot of oil companies who sponsor this event, providing a lot of funds, needed funds. Chief Mike Gerke of Odessa Police Department saying that they're going to be used for ballistic helmets, ballistic vests, and shields, just to name a few, but also it's supporting the Exeter County Sheriff's Office along with Midland County Sheriff's Office and Midland Police Department. So it's a great time out there. Today is the final day of Bustin' for Badges after 2 other days before. Yesterday I shot out there along with Wyatt Nunn on the First Alert 7 team, and then Wednesday was the first day of shooting as well. And I was talking to Corporal Steve LeSueur, the president of Bustin' for Badges organizing committee. He's saying it's been such a great turnout. They've seen such a lot of support, and they had Rudy's barbecue. So what great combo was that? They had a lot of other food too.
Don't
that
talk
was just
about
one
food,
I
I'm
ate.
hungry.
I know, and it was so good. It was amazing yesterday. So it was good. And Wyatt won a cooler. I didn't win a gun. tried to raffle a gun. I bought a raffle ticket. Didn't win a gun on the raffle either, but maybe next time.
Maybe.
Plenty of guns got handed out, though. They have tons of giveaways and stuff like that. So great organization, great event to support. We're excited to always be a supporter of that event as well. In the meantime, Sawyer and I are going to take a quick break. We're going to come back in less than a minute for a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update. She's got a lot to talk about. I've got some new headlines as well. Plus, we're going to have the answer to that trivia question right after this quick break here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Happy Friday. Time now is 7:56. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McElroy on a bit of a wet and rainy Friday morning. Sawyer.
Yeah, a little bit dreary as we do start off the day. Here's a look at that live radar as we do start off this finally Friday. As you can see, rain's still pushing through parts of the region. Kind of better rainfall coverage and rainfall amounts off to the west, starting to push into portions of the Permian Basin. And we do have a flash flood warning that is in effect through 10:30 for Culberson, Loving, and Reeves counties. This does include the Mentone area due to about a ½ inch to an inch of rain that has fallen there. Here's a look at our observed rainfall, anywhere from 1/100th of an inch to almost a ½ inch, especially across the northern Permian Basin into southeast New Mexico. No severe weather is expected today, but we do have that flood watch continuing through 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Central Time. Temperatures sitting anywhere from the 50s to the 70s, 54 in Midland and Odessa right now. And here's a look at those winds. It is a touch breezy, especially across the Permian Basin, with those winds anywhere up to about 20 miles per hour, wind gusts even higher. Temperatures through the day are not going to be very warm, with highs only into the 50s and 60s, 70s, and 80s, but 50s for most. 57 for Midland and Odessa today. Still going to be breezy, and those rain showers continuing, especially through the morning hours. Coming up tonight, quiet conditions for most are expected. Some very slight rain chances, especially for areas west of the Pecos. Lows into the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Much cooler as we head into our Saturday with breezy conditions before midnight. Here is a look at that First Alert 7-10 day forecast. We are going to see cooler conditions continuing Saturday and Sunday, but drying out as we head into the weekend before seeing even warmer temperatures by Monday.
Sawyer, thank you very much. We're going to begin with an update on the water shortage situation happening in Alpine. City officials saying a replacement water pump has now been ordered, this rooting to the initial issue of the water well not having enough capacity. Now, as a result, the city jumped to stage 3 water restrictions. Here's what that means for you. Now, this includes outdoor watering that is limited to water hoses or watering cans only during the hours of 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sprinklers and automatic irrigation systems are not allowed at all. Washing driveways, sidewalks, things like that, completely off limits, and so is filling up or refilling a swimming pool. Now, if you're washing your vehicle, you can only do so at a commercial car wash between the hours of noon and 5 p.m. These restrictions are still in effect right now, and you could be fined up to $500 if you violate any of them. We're going to continue to follow this developing situation out of the city of Alpine and provide updates as they come out. In the meantime, we have a traffic alert to mark on your calendar for next week. Coming up on May 11th, there's a road closure here. A very small area, but impactful nonetheless. This is along Carver Street between Wadley and Ventador Avenue. It will last for another week. We'll see you in half an hour. Keep it here on First Alert 7.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Extra good morning to you on this finally Friday morning. So glad to have you with us this morning. Hope your day's off to a great start. If it is, let us know. If it's not, let us know too. We can try and make it better. We can work on that together.
Yes, we can.
All right. Belinda says, great for my plants.
Yes,
That's
the
right.
rain.
Nora's with us saying, good morning, guys. Happy rainy Friday with the rainy emoji. We
It is
love
a
to
rainy
see it.
Friday. I
We
love
love
it.
to see the rainfall.
Let the rain fall.
Oh, I like that. That was nice. Okay. We should have a special rainy open when there's rain outside. Speaking of, let's look outside as well, just so we have some context in case you haven't taken a peek outside. A lot of folks haven't yet. Wow, look at that.
Wow.
A gray big spring.
Where's Pacoose?
We just love to see it. There's a lot going on across the area this morning, and we're just so happy to see any bit of rainfall. Well, Pecos is really getting in on it.
That's rainy.
That is
Look at
rainy.
the
There's some
road.
puddling on the roads. It's definitely a little slippery. Slow down around that curve. That curve just, it always freaks me out. I've driven on that curve, and it's not as bad when you're on it.
Yeah.
But from here, it's not very good. As it just looks like a sharp curve, and it definitely causes problems in icing conditions. No ice today.
No,
But there's a
not.
possibility, and sorry, if you look at the drain of the road, you've seen this happen. The service roads on the lower side of the interstates,
Get flooded.
so bad and so easily,
Yes.
even in this amount of rain.
Yes, because of the slope of it. And there's like no drainage there.
No, none.
Yes. So definitely be careful.
I'm looking at you 42nd and Dixie. It was already puddling from the
I was
.05.
going to say my drive was
Puddly,
already a little
right?
puddly. Yes.
Yeah.
So luckily not bad, but I did wear my rain boots today because
Our
parking lot gets very puddly, and I have
does.
stepped in a big puddle at 3 a.m. and had to blow dry my socks
I remember it.
and my shoes.
Yeah.
So these are waterproof. I got them for Seattle. They worked wonderful.
Good. Okay, they kind of kept, especially in Seattle. Well, this is Seattle weather we have going on outside right now.
kind of.
It
I
reminds
agree.
you, reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
I had a thought. It escaped my mind. Oh, I was thinking we all hate wet socks.
Yeah.
That's
Who
what
doesn't?
Right. I was thinking that should be a poll question. Wet socks are just the worst.
I mean, my shoes were soaked too, but yeah, my
It reminds me of
socks were
stepping barefoot like on a wet towel or rug. Awful.
Oh,
Just awful.
Gross.
Sensory overload.
yes.
Take us with you wherever you go. Start your mornings with us from 5 to 7 a.m. on Wake Up West Texas. Sawyer and I are there every weekday morning, but also here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. I will be gone next week, unfortunately, so I won't be able to see you next week. Got a special event coming up for a friend of ours that you know very well at home. So I'm very excited for that, but I'm sad to miss you on Extra next week and on Wake Up West Texas, but we'll be back after that soon. Sawyer and Celeste Gessner will hold y'all down next week.
Hold down the fort.
Holding down the fort while we're gone. So it's going to be a great time still next week here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. So I wish I could be here with y'all, but just taking a little bit of a trip away for just a little while. In the meantime, we want to get to our answer to our trivia question this morning, which, if we look at that, Sawyer has some context for it.
Yes, so this is a trivia question that I literally thought of last night right
Sure.
before bed. I texted it to our producer, Carlos.
Oh, it
and
was even
like,
last night? I thought it was
"Hey."
just this morning. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So it is Ben Platt played Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen in both Broadway and the film. What other role is he known for? So the options are the voice of Kristoff in Frozen,
That's what I chose.
Jamie Wellerstein in The Last 5 Years, Benji in Pitch Perfect, and Josh in Isn't It Romantic? And the answer is Benji in Pitch Perfect.
Oh, and a lot of folks did know that, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
I ended up voting. So
Okay,
that goes as
to mark the correct answer.
So he was Benji, who was kind of the nerdy guy that liked magic and joined the a cappella group, the Troublemakers, in the OG one, but he was also in the second one, possibly the third one, I don't remember. But yes.
Does Pitch Perfect feature Rebel Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen clips of the show
Yes.
then. Okay.
However, the other options on there, if we could go back to the poll, these are answers or related to other notable men of Broadway.
Okay.
So the voice of Kristoff in Frozen is Jonathan Groff, who is known for his roles in, he just got off Broadway playing Bobby Darin in a show about Bobby Darin's life. He was in Hamilton. He's been in so many things. Jamie Wellerstein in The Last 5 Years was played by Jeremy Jordan, who is currently Bobby Darin in, it's called Just in Time, in the show about Bobby Darin's life. But he is known for many other roles. He was also in Newsies, whatever. Benji, of course, in Pitch Perfect. And then Josh in Isn't It Romantic was played by Adam Devine, who was also in Pitch Perfect.
I know who. Wait, I know that man.
You know
from
who
the commercials.
You know who Adam Devine
Yes,
is.
I do.
Yes. So I kind of chose good options that were either notable Broadway men and or.
You put great thought into this. That's
I did.
nice. I love that. A well-developed trivia question. We appreciate that, Sawyer. So Benji and Pitch Perfect is who Ben Platt plays as well.
Yes.
Pretty cool to see. Be sure and head on out to the Midland Community Theater's production of Dear Evan Hansen. More on that in just a moment. But we want to get to our new trivia question of this hour. Which of these was not invented by Thomas Edison? The phonograph, which records sound. It's the first recording of audio. The fountain pen. The practical incandescent light bulb. We're thinking of the one with the filament and the heat. The kinetograph, which is a motion picture camera.
I'm between the kinetograph or the fountain pen.
Okay. Which are both from that era, in case you're wondering, if that's any help. It's a surprising answer. I know the answer. Correct. So let's see what we have. So Thomas Edison, a great inventor. He's interesting part of American history for sure.
I'm going to go with the pen because why not?
Okay. She's going with the fountain pen. That's definitely a choice.
I am from Fountain.
Okay. All right. Well, let us know what you think. FirstAlert7.com/vote. The kinetograph is on the board. Scan the QR code. Don't look it up because that's no fun. And Sawyer will have the answer for us coming up at 9 a.m. We'll see if I actually have the answer right in my head. In the meantime, it is finally Friday. In your opinion, what is the best way to spend a Friday typically? You can also tell us what you're doing tonight. Movie, show, marathon, game night, reading, going to a fun event, drinks and dining, partying, going to the club. Let us know. Going to the club.
Wow.
I haven't been to the club in a long time.
Are there even clubs out here?
There are a couple that I can think of.
Intriguing. I didn't know that there were clubs. I don't know if I would want to go to a club out here. I feel
You've
like
been to one of them, haven't you? Rockin'?
Is that a club?
That is a club.
It's a honky tonk.
Oh, I love that. The honky tonk.
Is it not a honky y'all?
Sure. That's a
Okay.
great, sure. It's definitely not it's Western, but they don't like always play Western music.
No, they don't.
You know they don't. I
definitely-
mean, but anyways, that's just what I'm thinking of. There's other places as well.
Well, you've been to one then, if that's considered a club.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, I've been to. Yes. Oh, yes. I just haven't been in a long time.
It's only been like 6
No, I've been to
months.
that one, but I'm saying like others.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been around. Like I quit going out on Fridays long ago, unfortunately. Our next question, which of the following is worse to lose? A phone, keys, wallet or purse, charger, toothbrush, other? Let us know. Belinda, by the way, I should go back, is saying pin as well.
Interesting.
Sorry, I missed that. I went with wallet or purse. I don't have a purse, but I do have a wallet.
He does have a purse.
There are
He has a backpack.
I do have a backpack. That's only taken with me to work or on trips. But yes, I used to have I shouldn't share these things just because nobody cares. But I
Yes,
used
they
to
do.
have a bag. My grandpa found this bag, I think on the side of the road or something in the 80s.
Oh.
And I saw it one time in his storage shed, and I said, that's a nice bag. And I just started working here. And I needed a laptop bag because I realized you actually do need your own stuff to bring into the newsroom on top of especially me, I always need extra things.
Yes, he does.
I have to have all my technology with me just in case something happens. And it was an old bag, green bag from the 80s. It was very ugly, really. And that bag lasted me until 2023.
Wow.
That bag lasted me from 2016 to 2023. It started fraying and falling apart, and I loved that bag.
I love a good bag.
It was such an ugly bag, and it was so good, and it was my bag.
It's an ugly bag.
And I was so sad to say that I had to replace it with this backpack that I currently have. It was like a luggage, or like a briefcase kind of bag. Anyways, I thought I would just share my bag lore. You could say my baggage, if you will.
That was dumb. Thank you. All right, next one is, who is most likely to successfully climb Mount Everest? I don't know why I'm winning. Matthew and I chose me because, I have scaled semi.
We're not even remotely. I couldn't even climb Mount Guadalupe, the Guadalupe Mountain Peak. That's the highest point in Texas. And I don't think I could do that. Genuinely.
Hold on. Guadalupe.
In our viewing area, by the way.
Guadalupe Mountain Peak. Bill Nye. The science.
He does have a mountain.
It's only 8,000 feet above sea level.
8,000 feet, yes. Highest
Almost
peak in
9-ish.
Texas. Mount Locke, I have actually walked up Mount Locke over at the observatory near Fort Davis. Mount Locke is, I think, 7,000 feet above sea level. That was something else for sure. Probably the highest the highest elevation I've ever been for sure.
Hold on.
So I was looking up something.
I'm just looking up what I've hiked in the Colorado.
Probably a lot higher than that.
Yeah. I don't know, like technically it's not, hold on. It's not a mountain, but I have done the Manitou Incline, which is literally
Just like a steep incline. Okay.
So it's, interestingly enough, it's not even a mile. It's 0.88 miles, but the elevation, it's a 2,000 vertical feet grade.
Interesting.
And less than a mile, and has sections as steep as 68%.
Dang, that's tough. That's like a treadmill going all the way up.
Yeah, and it's literally just like stairs. And at some points you don't have to, but you can sometimes crawl
upwards?
like on all fours.
Wow.
And they're like stairs. They're wooden stairs, but they're not like, if you have big feet, you're walking up sideways.
Oh. So they're like not wide. I have had to do that so many times where my feet are, because I have large feet.
Yeah, too big.
And they don't fit on some stairs.
Yeah, no. So I've done that before with no preparation, and I was like 13. It was like a random
Wow.
Saturday, and
Interesting.
one of my other family members was in town. She wanted to do it, and I was like, sure, I'll do it with you. Why not? She was younger than I was, and I was 13, so it was kind of funny. We did it, though. I don't know if I would do it again at 25, but yes. It's a higher elevation gain than the Empire State Building.
Oh, there it goes.
Are you okay?
I was trying to get it to work. There we go.
Well, you don't have to change it because we're done. But anyway.
That's true.
Somebody chose Jacob. Jacob is on the board now.
There we go.
Vote of confidence for the Jacob Brandenburg.
It's probably Jacob at home.
I was going to say it's probably Jacob, quite honestly.
Oh, boy. Oh, okay. All right. We're talking about the Midland Community Theater's production now of Dear Evan Hansen, coming to you this weekend. And it's going to be a great production. Local cast members all being put together with their great technology they have. In fact, First Alert 7's Lauren Munn got exclusive early access to Midland Community Theater to give us a sneak peek of what to expect earlier in Wake Up West Texas. Here's a look back at that coverage.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, we've made it on set here for Dear Evan Hansen at Midland Community Theater. I'm joined now with director Emma Evanson. Emma, can you talk to me about the set design and the video wall behind us?
Yes. So our set was designed by one of our in-house scenic designers, Brianna Hauser, and we have a insane LED wall. We're one of the only community theaters in the nation to have this, and it's crazy. There's actually 5 full panels. We only have our main one on, but we have 2 on each side as well that we utilize for the show. And so we've been able to create a really seamless design with this show being so involved in digital media, with having physical scenic elements as well as our digital ones.
And there's several different backgrounds that kind of play throughout the show. Let's try and get a closer look up of that set design. Right now, we're looking at a school. Can you tell me about the importance of this backdrop for the show?
Yeah, so we spent a lot of time in our school and centering around our school set in Dear Evan Hansen. So this comes in quite a few times, and this locker piece over here on the left actually doubles as one of our other set pieces. So on the other side is one of our dining rooms.
And we'll get a full look of that set design of everything kind of behind the scenes coming up in just a few minutes. Emma, before we go on this segment, can you tell me a little bit about this show and why people should come out and see it?
Yes, so Dear Evan Hansen is a Tony Award-winning musical surrounding a high school teenage boy who's struggling with a lot of things that a lot of other kids struggle with regarding mental health, fitting in, how to just be a teenager, and kind of the world he gets wrapped up in when another student at his school ends up passing.
And it's played with a lot of heavy feelings, but it's also got it's a great cast.
Yes.
You guys have a great group. I'm very excited to see it. You guys are going until, when's your end date?
We end May 10th.
All right, so you got to go get your tickets. And don't forget, Sunday is Pay What You Can Day. Pay as little as $1 to see some amazing local talent. Matthew, we're going to get more looks at Dear Evan Hansen coming up in just a few minutes. I'll go ahead and send it back to you guys in studio.
From May 1st to May 3rd of 2013, an extraordinarily late season snowstorm swept across areas from Arkansas to Minnesota, setting multiple state May snowfall records. The storm produced very heavy snow with rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, quickly covering roads and making travel slick and dangerous, even though the ground had been warm before the storm arrived. Southeastern Minnesota saw the most incredible snow totals. Dodge Center recorded 15.4 inches in 24 hours, setting a new official Minnesota record for 24-hour May snowfall. Near Ellendale, 17.3 inches fell, establishing a new state record for 3-day snowfall in May. Further south, parts of northern Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma saw their first May snow in recorded history. For many communities across these states, it was a storm that looked more like the heart of winter instead of the start of May.
Good to have you with us on this finally Friday morning out there. Not looking too bad whatsoever. It is going to be kind of interesting, though, if you're heading out to Buston for Badgers, the 13th annual event being held at the Windwalker Farms in Martin County. That is where a lot of shooters are getting ready to go on their first rotation, coming up, I believe, at 8:30. Then the next rotation is 11:30, and the one after that's 2:30. So there's a lot going on throughout the day, and weather is definitely going to be an interesting factor today.
Yeah, definitely want to grab those jackets, maybe an umbrella. I know that's kind of hard, the logistics with holding it. Anyway.
You got to have your teammate do it.
Yeah, have those boots today because it is going to get a little bit muddy out there. Rain is on the way, I promise. It will be here within the next hour and a half.
Momentarily.
Or so. Yes.
Truly. And yesterday, luckily, the weather turned out very nice. Myself, along with Wyatt Nunn, joined the First Alert 7 shooting team over for Buston for Badgers. As him and I out shooting for our team. Among the hundreds of other folks who were out there yesterday, and so was Rachel Fortunato. She got a look at not only us shooting, but a lot of the groups out there, but also heard from the organizers about why this event is so important in supporting our local law enforcement.
Today, right here at Windwalker Farms, is the 13th annual Bustin' for Badges fundraiser. This clay shoot is the largest law enforcement fundraiser in the country. Every cent raised goes to local law enforcement agencies, the Midland and Odessa Police Department, and the Ector and Midland County Sheriff's Offices.
We're all one big law enforcement family. We serve the same communities. We deal with the same public. It's very important that we are able to cooperate and work together.
That money helps them buy much needed equipment and support a range of programs that serve our communities year-round.
We use it for, bulletproof vests, technology, equipment. We use it for K-9 program, bomb squad. The list goes on and on.
This is also an event that allows the community to see law enforcement officers out of uniform and in a fun setting.
Most people, when they see law enforcement, it's at a traffic stop, or if it's some type of call for service. And this is completely different. We're serving the public, and you get to see us having fun.
This year's fundraiser started on April 29th and runs through May 1st.
It means everything to us as law enforcement officers. We really appreciate the public coming out and supporting us and making the event what it is.
Along with Bustin' Clay, the event also includes vendors, raffle prizes, and food. We even had a couple familiar faces out there. First Alert 7's Matthew Alvarez and Wyatt Nunn joined in on the fun.
It keeps getting bigger every year. This year we're up to almost 2,000 shooters. We had to expand to an extra shoot.
Thousands of people participate in this fundraiser every year. For First Alert 7 News, I'm Rachel Fortunato.
Those are my headphones she's using out there. I said, you're going to need some hearing protection out here. Those shotguns are loud. I actually had not ever heard my shotgun without hearing protection until I walked up and I heard someone else. I was like, wow, that's truly like way louder than I was expecting. So yeah, definitely need the hearing protection out there. Don't forget that they do sell it out there as well. Eye protection as well. But it's a great time supporting our local law enforcement. Chief of Odessa Police Mike Gerke was out there discussing the importance of the funding, paying for ballistic helmets, ballistic vests, and ballistic shields. And mind you, it's not the fact that they're underfunded and need that kind of support, but it saves us, the taxpayers, dollars in providing that. So it's one of those things. It's a give and take kind of thing. And nonetheless, it's a great organization. They did a great job in organizing it, and continues on today, even amid the rainfall. Which, speaking of, you'll have a look at that.
Yes.
Coming up shortly for a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update, and I'll have a look at your news headlines as well. Keep it here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Good morning, everyone. Time now is 8:25 on this finally Friday morning. Things are changing quite a bit outside this morning as meteorologist Sawyer McElroy has been tracking a lot of rainfall. Sawyer.
Yeah, for the Midland Odessa area, not terribly impressive with those rainfall amounts just yet, but here's a look at that live radar. We are seeing that rain continue to filter eastward as we've headed through this morning, just kind of right to our west for the Odessa area, rolling into Ector County actually right now. Here's a look at our weather alerts. We do have a flash flood warning that continues until 10:30 a.m. for those areas highlighted for rainfall anywhere up to a ½ inch to an inch of rain already fallen. And here's a look at that observed rainfall. Pecos about an hour ago was at 1/100th of an inch, now at about 2/10ths of an inch. So we are seeing those rainfall amounts increasing this morning. Subsevere weather is expected, but some lightning and thunder can be expected as well. And we do have the flood watch continuing through this afternoon. Here's a live look outside in Odessa right now. Not doing much of anything, but those roads are wet. But like I said, just off to our west. Temperatures sitting anywhere from the 50s to the 70s. 54 currently in Midland and Odessa with winds anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures through the day are not going to really change too much, at least for the Midland Odessa area, with highs anywhere from the 50s to the 80s. 57 for Midland and Odessa coming up later today. For tonight, we are going to see those lows in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Chilly heading into Saturday morning. 44 for Midland and Odessa overnight, and breezy, especially before that midnight hour. Here's a look at that First Alert 7 10-day forecast, where we are going to see conditions drying out, but warming up a little bit for the weekend and into the start of next week.
Sawyer, thank you very much. Let's turn to an update on the water shortage situation happening in Alpine. The city saying a replacement water pump has now been ordered. City staff recently discovered reduced capacity in the municipal water well. As a result, the city jumped to stage 3 water restrictions, which is what you're looking at right now. Here's what that includes. Outdoor watering is limited to water hoses or watering cans only during 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and only from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sprinklers and automatic irrigation systems are not allowed. Washing driveways or sidewalks is also off limits, and so is filling or refilling swimming pools. If you're washing a vehicle, that can only happen at a commercial car wash between the hours of noon and 5 p.m. These restrictions are still in effect, and people could be facing a fine of up to $500 if you're violating those terms. A traffic alert for your calendar now for next week, where road closures beginning on May 11th. The City of Midland saying Carver Street will be closed between Wadley Avenue and Ventura Avenue. The street closure will last through May 16th to allow for utility work. Let's talk your health now, where Odessa College yesterday, health science students took a break from studying for their exams to focus on their mental health ahead of next week's finals. The second annual Nursing Mental Health Day brought together students to learn about handling high stress and avoiding burnout in the nursing profession. Retired U.S. Air Force Captain Roy Browning served as the keynote speaker, emphasizing that the next generation of healthcare, their mental health.
There's quite a few people that have PTSD in the nursing career field. So, and you know, a lot of times they see trauma every day, and it has a tendency to build. But you just can't let that stay inside.
Throughout the day, students participated in stress release activities, including creating miniature Zen gardens, you can see there, and spending time with therapy dogs, all in an effort to help students prepare for the most stressful week of their classes. For the latest news, log on anytime to our website, that is firstalert7.com. In the meantime, we'll be back in another half an hour for another check of your news and weather. Keep it here on First Alert 7.
From First Alert 7 News, with coverage of the Permian Basin, you're watching Wake Up West Texas Extra.
8:32 on a finally Friday morning, and we are inching ever so closer to a fully on rainy morning here in West Texas. We got some drizzle, some mist across the Permian Basin, a little bit of rain earlier overnight, but now we're really getting into some rainfall.
Yeah, I just did a social post. I said the rainfall is knocking on the door. It is pushing into,
Rainfall.
It's pushing into Ector County.
Okay.
Finally. No severe weather is expected, but we are looking to see some decent rainfall, some rumbles of thunder and lightning as well. So very excited for that. I've been looking forward to it all morning. I'm slightly not looking forward to it just because my backyard will get muddy, and my dog is going to the groomer today.
Oh, okay.
And
oh,
so
goodness.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get Max 1 to come up. I'm just.
Oh.
I know. I was being very vague. I just wanted to see where it was now. I couldn't remember.
Literally rolling into
Wow.
Odessa or
Okay.
rolling into Hector County.
Oh, goodness.
Our poor director.
I know.
She's
I'm
sick of
not
us.
very specific at all. I just wanted to see what she would do if I did.
I literally was like, I thought you were having a seizure or something.
No, goodness. Oh, well, we're also talking about, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, a special production by Midland Community Theater.
Yeah, Dear Evan Hansen is their musical that they're putting on now, and Lauren Munt got an exclusive look at kind of how that production is coming together there over at Midland Community Theater. So take a look at her coverage from earlier this morning on Wake Up West Texas.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, that's right. We're here on stage again with director Emma Evanson. Another look at the video wall, a different kind of look. Emma, can you talk to me a little bit about what the significance of this is?
So this is our Evan's mom having a phone call with Evan. So we have our own little digital phone pulled up, and you'll actually see it say like, incoming call from mom, call accepted, this is the phone call, and then it ends. So we've been able to have a lot of fun with our digital wall and the digital elements of this show.
Talk to me a little bit more about those digital elements of the show. It's very social media heavy, very phone heavy. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the writers, Passing and Paul, actually went as far as saying that social media is the 9th character of this show. And so that's been really exciting to play with the content of this show. Social media is so involved in our current society, and especially when the show came out in 2016 and it was really starting to become a thing that we were growing up with. These kids nowadays don't know how not to grow up with social media. It's so ingrained, and there's so many pros, but there's also so many cons, and we kind of see both elements in this show of like the positivity and community that can come from social media, but also how fast it can turn on people and become a negative thing.
And this show, like you said, covers all of those topics and covers a lot of other heavy topics as well. You guys have a lot of great resources outside of the actual theater. Can you talk to me about what went into the decision to have those resources outside?
Yeah, so with being a community theater, we really feel like it's our job to create and provide art that is both entertaining and also educational. And we've been able to partner with so many great resources in Midland and in the Permian Basin to be accessible for our community and for people seeing the show.
All right, thank you, Emma. We've got one last look at Dear Evan Hansen here at Midland Community Theater coming up in just a few minutes. You're not going to want to miss it. Matthew, back to you guys.
All right, be sure and head out there, support Midland Community Theater. Well, if your streaming and subscription bills are feeling like they're stacking up and truly getting out of control, well, you're not imagining it. A new report out from LendingTree finds you're actually likely paying hundreds of dollars a month.
In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Rachel DePompa finds simple ways that you can cut that monthly total.
A new report from LendingTree finds subscribing to 15 popular services now adds up to about $237 a month. That's up nearly 50% since 2020. Matt Schultz with LendingTree says even when you factor in inflation, it's still 20% higher. From streaming movies and music to cloud services, the price of all those subscriptions we all love just keep rising.
It is important to understand what you're paying, but also to consider what you're actually using, because we don't all use all of the services that we subscribe to all the time. And one of the good things is that generally speaking, most of these services are pretty easy to cancel.
Schultz says the most surprising thing in their report was just how close an eye people are keeping on the costs. 50% of those surveyed said they look at those costs each month. He says he just did this, downloaded spreadsheets from his credit card and checking accounts and sorted them by recurring costs.
And you can look and see exactly how much you're paying for various services and consider whether you even need those anymore.
Schultz says taking this simple step could lead you to some eye-opening costs and help you make some decisions on whether you need to cancel anything. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Fascinating stuff there. I truly believe, I mean, tallying it up, I'm not thinking about it, but one of them is huge amount of the bill. The others just all add up, and there's so many different streaming platforms, and you just hate getting that email. It feels like quarterly at this point.
They go
hey,
up.
we're having to raise the bill $1 or $2 for quality and this, and I understand, you know, inflation happens and things like that. But geez, at this point, we're going to end up right back where we were with those cable platforms, things like that, where it was higher bill. And it was expected, of course, with the platforms that they had, but streaming should be cheaper.
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier when we were not on air, but you know, initially we had my aunt had Netflix, my sister had Disney Plus, whatever we had this, and we all just kind of shared. But then they cracked down on that, which I understand, but also why? Like, you're still getting
your account.
You're still getting people watching your program.
And
you're
paying.
still getting money.
Yeah.
So then I ended up getting Netflix, and I have Disney Plus now because Disney Plus a necessity for me. But I also have Hulu. But Hulu has like combined with Disney Plus, so I don't know if I still technically need the Hulu one or the Disney Plus one because Disney Plus has anyway. But yes, I probably pay $50 in at least
in just those
fees for like 3 or 4 different streaming.
And you know, and the thing about it is that they all have different billing dates. So there's, without using a lot of spreadsheets and like looking through your statements constantly, they're coming out in all left, right, and center.
No, I'm like, what day does, like, I think 3 of them come out like on the beginning of the month, so like the first paycheck of the month, and then like 2 of them come out the second paycheck.
It makes it hard to do line item budgets.
It is hard,
I mean, truly.
yes.
To be able to nail down where your money's going exactly. So something to consider, something to think about for sure. We have still got a lot more to come this morning on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
Thank you for streaming with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
One of us has to do it.
No,
Extra. There, I did it. Last time you scared me with it. I was like, where did that come from?
You know, sometimes I forget which block it is in.
Hey, me too. Yeah, you're right. It's that one.
I wasn't
part of the
ready,
show.
and my stomach is growling. So
Oh, you're hungry. Okay.
I'm very hungry.
Well, luckily there are concessions at Dear Evan Hansen, the production of
yes.
Midland Community Theater. We just showed you a little bit more, but First Alert 7's Lauren Mutt was out there multiple times throughout Wake Up West Texas with a sneak peek just for you. Take a look back.
Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, we've been talking about Dear Evan Hansen all morning long. A fantastic show. I'm here with director Emma Evanson. Emma, talk to me, just give me a quick synopsis of the play and why people should come and see it.
So Dear Evan Hansen is about a teenage boy who is dealing with a lot of things that teenagers are dealing with nowadays, mental health issues, pressure of social media, just trying to connect and everything that goes with that. It does have some adult themes that we advise our viewers to look at before, and all of that information is available on our website, but it really is a beautiful show about connection and belonging, so we really hope everyone gets to come see it.
And you've still got a couple more weeks to come and see Dear Evan Hansen, but if you just so happen to miss it, although you shouldn't, you should come by and see it. If you do miss it though, there's plenty of shows happening this year at Midland Community Theater. Can you walk me through some of those next upcoming shows that you guys are already working on?
Yes, we have auditions for Little Women coming up. So Little Women opens July 9th and runs through the 19th. That's one of our Pickwick productions that we're really excited about. But of course, we can't miss Summer Mummers. Tickets are available now, and it runs June through August.
A West Texas classic, always. Summer Mummers, you can't miss it. If you haven't gone yet, you absolutely have to. I mean, it's good theater and throwing popcorn at your friends. So why would,
What else
or maybe
can you
not
ask
your
for?
friends. Maybe don't bring your friends and throw popcorn at someone you don't like. That works. It'd be pretty good.
All our options.
All our options to come. Don't throw popcorn here at Dear Evan Hansen though, but it is a fantastic show. You're not going to want to miss it. All of that information can be found up on our website, firstalert7.com, for tickets in there. And thank you so much for joining us, Emma.
Thanks for having
all
us.
morning long. We've had a great time. Like I said, more information up on our website, firstalert7.com. For now, we'll go ahead and sit back to you guys in studio. Matthew.
All right, let's look at the poll right now. We're going to switch it to the trivia question of the hour, which is, which of these was not invented by Thomas Edison? The phonograph, which records sound, very early on recording device. A fountain pen, which is 50% of the vote right now. The practical incandescent light bulb, which is just the normal light bulb you grew up with filaments and gets very hot. Or the kinetograph, which is a motion picture camera, early version of it back in the day. So far, we're now at 67% of the vote with the fountain pen. Sawyer will have the answer for us coming up in about 15 minutes here on Wake Up West Texas Extra. Let us know what you think. Don't look it up. No fun like that. We want you to comment it or go to firstalert7.com/vote. What is it, a fly?
Well, the fly, but I said don't cheat. That's not nice.
No, not nice, not fun.
We did just have a flash flood warning issued for...
Oh, we have to go to Max 1 now.
We don't have to.
It's just more fun.
Okay. Interesting. We did have a flash flood warning just issued for Lee County, southeastern Lee County, Andrews County, and Gaines County.
Oh yeah, I see the box there. Yeah.
Between a half inch and an inch of rain has fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of up to an inch are possible in the area. So this includes many, many areas, but it's kind of a square box, basically, of all of those counties into.
So we're definitely getting into a lot more rainfall, a lot of things happening there.
Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised that one hasn't been issued kind of near Monahans, Kinosa, Royalty area, Fort Stockton, because you can see those oranges and yellows. That is indicative of heavier rainfall. So I wouldn't be surprised if one gets issued there recently. I mean, it's raining decently in, Seminole, Franklin City, Andrews, stuff like that, but it's also been raining consistently overnight there. I love how this just kind of continues to fill it off to the west.
I'm seeing that. It's like back building.
It looks like it's done, but it's
at the
more
west,
on the west. So, yes, like I said, about 9 to 11.
And what is causing the system to move up from the southwest to the northeast?
A low pressure system. So that's kind of why you'll see as we head through the day, it'll kind of like wrap around where it'll be like
a mini hurricane.
Yeah, it'll look like a curve, and that's because we're kind of on the back end of the low. This is kind of like the
leading edge.
Yeah, the leading edge of it right now. Plus, we just have increased moisture from a system off the coast.
All right.
Baja California.
Pretty interesting stuff there for sure. Goodness.
The good news is severe weather is not expected, but we could see and are seeing some lightning, some thunder, and our biggest threat is going to be that flooding, flash flooding, especially out here. Floods anytime it rains. So keep that in mind as we head through the day. A flood watch overall is, oh yeah, we could go to Andrews, I guess.
Sure.
A flood watch is in effect through 3 Mountain Time, 4 Central Time for much of the region. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, my tummy is growling. Look at that.
Wow.
That is
A lot of
horrible.
rain.
I'm
You can
getting
see
up.
the truck
It looks
driving.
like it's flooding actually a little bit.
Oh, you know what? At some point, I mean, if it rains harder, I believe, I can't remember exactly. There's a vantage point of the lake from this camera.
Yeah, it's this one. We'll have to zoom
Oh, it
in
is
a
that one.
lot.
Okay, it is that one. Okay, I thought so. I remember it flooded real bad there one time. I guess we're
Yeah.
already starting to see it at the Veterans Memorial.
Yeah, I mean, especially like on this kind of like, I guess it's in the parking lot. It looks
yes.
a little bit, but I mean, it's raining decently there, as you can see from the
Yeah.
iCam.
Okay.
Let's see, where else can
Grab
we
those rain boots.
I wonder, I don't know if it's in Odessa yet. Let's look. I do have the galoshes. Pow-pow. Sorry, that was random. Hold on. I don't think it is raining here yet, but it's very, very close to being in our area. This is just kind of left over from earlier this morning, but if you look off to the west, should be here within the next half hour. So it is slow moving.
Okay, so that's
which
interesting.
Is not great with our flooding concerns.
Sure.
So yes. Anyway.
Okay, so we're getting into some more closer to dangerous territory, depending on where you are for the rainfall. So make sure you keep yourself out of any puddles that you don't know the depth of. That's why we say turn around, don't drown. But now everyone is time to be prepared. We're here in Midland, Odessa. You're getting your first alert here with Sawyer, letting you know that it is on the way. It's knocking on our doors, so to speak, as you mentioned earlier. So keep that in mind if you're school's now getting into session right now, if you're about to head to work, or from there go back home. This rain could catch you on your commute this morning,
Yeah,
so keep
look,
that in mind.
It's like right there.
It truly is right in West Odessa.
Here,
If you're in West Odessa, you're already starting to feel it.
I should be able to see the distance. It's about 6 miles from, well, about 8 miles from our
from
location
Odessa,
here at the station.
which tells us how slow this storm is moving.
It might be raining at your house now, actually.
I can check. I have cameras.
Yeah, it should be raining at your house now.
Let's see. Checking.
Which is in western Odessa.
Yes, Western Odessa. It is raining. Okay, we're getting there. So slowly but surely, it is moving its way over. I've already, on my rain gauge, received 0.06 earlier this morning, which is almost nothing.
No.
Almost nothing.
Not at all.
We are now up to, and I quote, 0.08. So we're adding now to the rain bucket. It is officially raining.
Already, and you're not even under the heaviest rainfall. It's literally just like
A tiny
the
bit.
tiniest smidge of the green.
I'll keep you posted for the news at noon a little bit later, how much I've received so far, if that helps.
Yes.
In the meantime, though, let's talk about Olivia.
Ooh.
In late March, she survived an attack from her previous owners that made her lose an eye. Well, while recovering at the shelter, this little dog here caught the attention of Sherman Police in Texas. Officer Kyle Gray is his name, but also his wife, Hannah. Now, Olivia is part of their family. The Grays say that she likes to chase cows, check on the chickens, and play outside, and is living the life that she, of course, deserves. How sweet is that to see that? And it's a story of perseverance as well. This poor dog, he had to go through such an awful situation. And then to be adopted by this nice, loving family, always good to see, for sure.
I hope the old owners were correctly
Taken care of? I hope they were
not
taken.
that wording, but yeah.
Well, so, I mean, well.
I hope they were charged and
Well,
got
yeah,
in
that's what I
trouble
meant,
because
yeah.
yes, that sounds absolutely terrible.
It is.
And yes, I am glad she found a loving home with this officer and his wife.
So sweet. Well, look at this. An adorable public debut on Wednesday with one of the newest residents of Chicago's Lincoln Park Zoo. She's an eastern black rhinoceros born on March 19th. Her name is Hazina, which means treasured in Swahili. I want to know one other word in Swahili, and I think that's correct. Jumbo.
Means like hi.
Hi, yes. I love that.
It's Jumbo.
Oh, is it Jumbo? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say Jumbo.
No, it's not Jumbo, it's Jumbo.
Zoo officials say that while it actually took some time for the calf to step into the limelight, they say she is quite vocal behind the scenes. What does a rhino sound like? I'm not going to try to make it, but that's what I'm imagining. It sounds like Sawyer's dog.
My dog is very vocal. She gets angry a lot.
She's going to be angry today if you're not home during this rainfall. I'll tell you that.
If it's just rain, if we get some thunder and lightning, she won't be happy.
She'll
I might
be
have to
upset.
give her some medicine. Anyway,
Sweet,
she's
though.
so cute,
Look
though.
at that.
She's so little.
Goodness, getting run over by your mother. She stays right next to her mom.
Hey, sometimes I step on Cozy, not on purpose, obviously,
It happens.
but
She's
she
small.
gets
She's
under
low.
the feet,
Mhm.
and she's small.
Have you tripped over her?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. That
Especially when I'm
animals
going
will
up
do
the
that.
stairs, she'll like run up behind me and like,
You
yeah,
catch-
and I'm like, whoa, like, Coz, chill. Anyway.
Goodness. Well, let's talk about a singing contest that First Alert 7 and our network, Gray Media, is putting on, our company. Think you've got the voice to make history? Well, be part of celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States. Here's how you can enter. Record a video of you singing the national anthem as a solo, a cappella performance. Then go to firstalert7.com/contests, click on the contest tab, upload your entry there. And then all of the entries across the country, of course, will be put together, but one lucky winner will get an all-expenses-paid trip to Nashville, Tennessee to sing and record a performance of the national anthem that will air all across the United States. Again, that's firstalert7.com/contest. Good luck.
Should I give you guys a preview?
Please.
I don't know.
You're going to sing? Was that what you're saying?
Yes, that's
Oh,
what I
feel
meant.
free, yes.
No, I'm not going to
On
sing.
camera, too.
I'm not going to sing.
You don't want to sing?
I have sung.
Have you sang the national anthem before?
Many times, yes.
You have? Okay.
Yes. At basketball, football games in high school
Really?
and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
I also
cool.
did enter a contest when I was a child for our minor league sports team, kind of like the Rockhounds.
Yes.
I did not get chosen.
We'll have to get you on the Rockhounds. I didn't think about that. Would you
Yes.
like to do that?
That'd be fun.
We'll have to work on that. Okay. Maybe a part of Extra one day. That would be really cool. Do a bit of a Sawyer national anthem singing. So again, firstalert7.com/contest if you can also do the same. And we've got a quick news and weather update coming up here in just a few seconds on First Alert 7. Sawyer's got a lot to talk about, and we have some news headlines as well. Stay with us here on Wake Up West Texas Extra.
From First Alert 7 News, this is a Wake Up West Texas news and weather update.
Good morning. Time now is 8:55 on this Friday morning. I'm Matthew Alvarez here alongside meteorologist Sawyer McElroy, who's been busy tracking the rain and storms outside today.
Yeah, just pushing into the Midland-Odessa area, or really Ector County right now. Here's a look at our live radar. As you can see, a very good portion of the region is dealing with some rainfall and even some areas of heavier rainfall, some lightning, some thunder. No severe weather, but kind of ranging anywhere from just south of Lubbock to, our far southern counties this morning. And like I mentioned, just starting to roll into the Midland-Odessa region. A flash flood warning is in effect until 11:45 for Andrews, Gaines, and Lee County. This is also a flash flood warning for areas to the west, and that is until 10:30. But this is the one that I'm talking about. This continues until 11:45 for Andrews, Gaines, and portions of Lee County for a ½ inch to an inch of rain that has already been observed there. And here's a look at our observed rainfall. This is at recording sites, so there may be some areas that have seen more than this, ranging anywhere from about 9/100ths of an inch, even picking up measurable rainfall in Presidio to almost an inch in Artesia, about 8/10ths of an inch there, or 9/10ths of an inch. No severe weather is expected, but like I mentioned, some thunder and lightning can be possible, and we do have that flood watch in effect through 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Central Time. Here's a look at Andrews, where it is raining rather decently this morning. Already seeing some ponding, some a little bit of street flooding out there. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the 50s to the 70s, 54 in Midland and Odessa. Winds are breezy, especially across the Permian Basin, and temperatures today are not going to cool down or warm up too much. It's 57 for that high temperature today for the Midland Odessa area. Some areas into the 60s, 70s, and even 80s. For tonight, we should see things clearing out with partly cloudy skies, breezy conditions before midnight, before we do see cool conditions for our Saturday and Sunday before warming up next week. But this weekend should be dry with quiet conditions expected both Saturday and Sunday.
All right, Sawyer, thank you very much. Let's turn now to an update on the water shortage happening in Alpine. The city of Alpine saying that a replacement pump has now been ordered. City staff recently discovered reduced capacity in the municipal water well. That's the root of this problem. So the city jumped to stage 3 water restrictions now. Here's what that means. Outdoor watering is limited to water hoses or watering cans only during 6 to 8 a.m. and 8 to 10 p.m. There are also several other restrictions that you must follow. And if you don't, you could be up to a $500 fine for violating those. In the meantime, take a look at this. Midland County welcoming its first arson detection dog, Ember. The county says our region relied on a canine from Lubbock to come down and help, but now we don't have to wait for a response. This latest addition to law enforcement will help a lot. Ember and her training were fully funded, by the way, from a grant of Chevron. In the community now, yesterday, the Odessa Chamber of Commerce honored local business leaders for their contributions to the community's growth and prosperity. Now in its 36th year, the annual award ceremony recognizes this year's Entrepreneur of the Year, Ravi Shakamuri, CEO of StarTech Group. His company works closely with public education, using technology to help students become more economically independent in a rapidly evolving job market.
Wanting to do something meaningful in life is one thing, and able to get the support of the community and the chamber to do that is something else completely. So I'm absolutely thrilled to live what you call living the dream.
The Odessa Chamber of Commerce says the award celebrates the vital role small businesses play in the local economy and honors leaders who have made lasting impacts on the community. Again, a warning for you. Rain is incoming to the Permian Basin right here in Midland, Odessa right now. So flooding is going to be a possibility and almost definitely happening across the area here very soon. Download the First Alert 7 mobile weather app to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and also watches and warnings that may be issued. We'll see you back here for First Alert 7 News at noon. Make it a great day. Extra trivia. Which of these was not invented by Thomas Edison, the great inventor of the last century? The answer is...
Oh, I was going to read out the
Oh, I'm
options
sorry.
again.
Phonograph, fountain pen, practical incandescent light bulb, or kinetograph?
It is the fountain pen with a very nice drawing, actually, of a pen. It's very nice. Hold on. Or not.
We're going to look.
There we go. Look at
Wow,
that.
that is actually a really good
Carlos,
stream.
You are so
I mean,
good.
pen. I clicked on stream.
It's a good stream of the pen, I guess.
Of the ink.
And it says fountain, so I mean, okay.
Pretty
Anyway.
cool. Okay, well, that'll do it for us. Again, we need to watch out for flooding here in the next hour.
Yeah, you know, it really is. The rain is knocking on Odessa's door right now. It's, you know, it started raining at your house. So we do have 2 flash flood warnings currently in effect across the region, north and western portions of the area. You can go to firstalert7.com and see exactly where that entails, but definitely want to stay safe on the roads today. And yes, going to be raining through at least the morning hours. Should see things tapering off by late this afternoon and evening.
All right, y'all. Have a great day. Be safe.